Moving onwards to our next session, that is the transformation impact of cloud technology and on finance, exploring opportunities and challenges. Introducing our thought leader, Mr. Ankur Tandon, CFO at Navitasys India Private Limited. Mr. Ankur Tandon is a seasoned finance professional with 18 years of experience in FMCG, retail, manufacturing, consulting, and telecom sectors. He excels in financial analysis, reporting, cost savings, profitability enhancement, and securing sustainable financial packages for organization. Can we have a huge round of applause for Mr. Ankur Tandon?
Hello everybody, how are you this morning after the tea? Refreshing? So great, let's start. So today's topic what we are discussing is touching our lives all together on a personal front and professional front. So cloud computing or cloud technology is today part and parcel of the world. We cannot live without laptops, without phone, without iPads. And everywhere there is a software which is running at the background, which is storing your data, our company's data, securing it, and fighting the world day in, day out. So basically, it is our integral part, like our clothes, like we breathe, it is part of it. So here, I would like to, as today we struggle as CFOs, that how we can use the technology to leverage ourselves, because today what management or our efficiency is required to have a Pareto chart where we focus on 20% of our actions to get 80% of the results. For that, we need technology to be on our side. We don't need technology to work against us. It has to be on our side. So this is what I am trying to demonstrate today with all your efforts and your inputs also. So let's start. So today agenda we will be covering that how technology, blockchain, AI is supporting us in terms of emerging trends. We will also be discussing how we have to shape up our financial talent. We have been doing chartered accountant, MBA finance and other things, but we have to leverage the technology or we will become obsolete or redundant. So we also have to think whether this AI or cloud technology, how it can help us to improve our skill set, our analytical skill overall. We will also address that how we can integrate our legacy system with today's running system so that we can leverage for the coming decade, which is our decade. Even we have to see the automation, what collaboration we can do further and automate 95% of our work and focus on typically the decision making, analytical part rather than going very bookish, accounting and other things. Let's delegate it to the system and system tell us what is the analysis. Then we become a decision maker. Let's not make or delegate the decision making skill set to the machine. Let's ask machine to give us a core data points on which we can focus. Let's do the brainstorming what cloud technology is actually. So here what we can say that today cloud technology is everywhere, which is assessing our data storage, database, networking, apps and whatever software. It may be SAP, it may be Oracle, it may be NetSuite, wherever it is. The data is stored not today at a physical server because it is very costly and we are all moving towards cloud technology. So it is touching all our application. As per the McFree report, as you can see that in the long run, we will be 87% of our business will be on cloud. Only 52% of our security is also coming because this is the way we have to work. Today governments, excise, custom, income tax, GST, all are moving towards actually cloud system. They are not banking upon, even there is faceless assessment. You and me also see that notices of income tax, GST are getting triggered. Our GST 3 versus 2, all reconciliation is having, automated notices are coming. So this is all impact of cloud technology. So we can't escape today from what is happening around us. We have to work and become more smarter than them and use it for our purposes. So if you see this emerging trend also, now blockchain technology, cloud computing are becoming the enablers in our system. where we can see that how intelligently we can automate, how we can make the system intelligent, right from invoice comparison or any errors in the entries or any cost centers, delegating it to the various cross chains of the cost centers. If we have multiple geographical location, at one click we can get a segmented P&L from the system, which we can evaluate and give the crisis or the red flags to the management where it is going bad. Because as a CFOs, we have to give direction to the business. We have to direct other people, other department also, where they need to focus. We can see that how the security is enhanced. Our data today is the next oil. We all know that. So we have to protect our data. For that also this is required. We have to see that how this machine learning which is coming today can see the trend, where we can predict the volumes of the next 3 quarters, where we can have flash reports or annual operating plan triggered from the system by putting in data points, rather than on a Excel sheet we pull in the sales basis, top line, and then we predict the automated planning. Planning today also can be done by these systems. So let's leverage it. So now if you see that today if we have to synergize, we have to take control of AI, enhance security system, AI together to scale all our operation further to the next level. Today management is also ready to invest, but it asks for ROI. We all know what is ROI. So today the ROI of this particular investment is quick decision, accurate decision with security, with synergy. This is what is the need of the hour and what we are trying to develop in our system. And we as professionals also have to adopt to it. This is what the need of the hour. So further discussing in terms of how our finance professional can actually leverage from AI, how we can develop ourselves to become AI professionals along with being a finance professional. We have an edge, that we have additional knowledge which we can use or cultivate in the AI system or in our SAP or any other systems to leverage the data. You can see that if we don't change, 90% of the finance work in the next 5 to 7 years will be automated. Then what we will do? We are going out of job? No. We will be becoming more smart professionals who can actually predict the trend with the need of the system. This is what we need to develop, and this is what we need to delegate to our coming generation also in the finance profession. Our courses in MBA schools or chartered accountant also are leveraging these subjects further in today day-to-day operation. We also have to do how we can write prompt, how we can leverage the analysis of a report. Even auditors are today using these leverage, KPMG and other companies what I have seen, they are leveraging these audit data to find the faults. If they can do, why our industry can't do it? We can also see where there is an error, where there is a gap, which ratio is going up or down, where we have to focus, whether we have to focus on debt, whether we have to focus on inventory, whether we have to focus on inventory turnover days or other things. This all can be leveraged through AI system. So the crux here, what I am trying to say is that we need to leverage our technology as our strength, where you can see that even in the coming years, the SAP systems or Oracle or NetSuite which is going to come is coming with an AI intelligence, what they are working on. They are going to launch these systems with some AI feature like our phones, which will leverage our data points. So moving on to the how we can leverage our accounting software, because see, accounting software is today the basis on which the whole accounting department or finance department trigger or the company accounting is happening. So we have to see how we can move these legacy system of Bani or Tally or any other system to these automated system which are on cloud, because cloud give you leverage to see data at a one click of a second. You can see also that in terms of multiple handling, multiple location, multiple cost centers, we can actually see how these softwares are helping us in the long run. The cloud application also help us to secure our data, even process it faster. When the reports are required, we can tailor-made our reports as per our organization requirement. There are sales trend happening, there are expenses trend happening. It is not only us who is today budgeting, even our peer departments also come to finance department, you please give us the data, rather than us giving that trend to them. Why cannot we develop this in the system itself, which they can also see on the real time basis what is happening. This will help us to have a good interaction with them and also leverage our strength and focus on the key points of businesses rather than just doing a mere accounting, because we are not only being here to become an accountant. We are, as in the previous session also told, that we are actually working as a professional who are giving direction to the business, to our all peer group. This can be leveraged from here. Even if you see, there are a lot of points which are moving from legacy system to new system. So in terms of technology system, in scalability, cost leverage, because if you put today physical server, it runs into multiple crores of rupees. Even if you go for your private cloud or a public cloud, it is much cheaper in the long run rather than putting a physical system in place. Higher performance, more efficiency, this is the need of the hour. This is what we can demonstrate to the management also, why we should move to the new systems rather than still depending on legacy system. So in terms of automation and enhancement, what you can see that today these all multiple tasks which are repetitive in nature, we have to identify if there are 15 jobs which a finance department has to do, at least 8 to 9 jobs are repetitive in nature. If there is a repetition, therein machine learning on AI which will come into the place, where the cloud will help actually to monitor and to perform, which we can delegate to the machine rather than doing ourselves. We can keep one person rather than 3% to process AP accounting. Why not we can delegate the fixed asset, AP accounting, receivables, payment, which can be run by 1 or 2 people rather than 7 to 8 people. And we can use additional people to focus on other jobs rather than focusing on the core accounting and other things. Even if you see the report from McKinsey, you can see here that they did a study where they can see that most of the things in the next 5 to 7 years will move, right from general accounting, receivable management, financial planning, treasury, audits also moving to some part to automation, because the flagging off is required. If it is a routine job, there is a trend to it, and as the trend moves, these all can be automated. This is very well leveraged, and this is the need of the hour. If we don't change, we will become obsolete and redundant or impaired, which we know what we do for an impaired asset. So let's not become that. Let's try to leverage this to our benefit. This is what is required here. So thank you so much, and I will leave 2 minutes for FAQ sessions if any.
Thank you.
Okay,
So
thank
thanks
you.
a lot, Mr. Ankur Tandon, for sharing your thoughts. To do the honors, I request Mr. Sudhendra Bharadwaj, Director of Solution Consultant at Happy, to please join us on the dais. Can we have a huge round of applause for Mr. Ankur Tandon and Mr. Sudhendra Bharadwaj?